Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you doing? Good morning. So, guys, I'm trying to fix my camera just a little bit. It's early here. It's after 7, I think, a little after 7 o'clock. So, hi, guys. How are you doing? So, this morning I went for a little run, and while I was getting into my running, I realized I have the labs, guys. So I had to quit my little running and rush to come have my blood work done. So I'm here. I wanted to just go on live with you all. I know it's a little bit early for some people, not for all, because it's morning, afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. So this morning, guys, I wanted to just talk a little bit about um, how some people are afraid of going to the doctors. And you know why they're afraid of going to the doctors. I thought about it this morning when I was in the lab and I realized, good morning, how are you doing? Good morning. Let me go to my chat and get all my good morning. Type down below. Let me see who is on. I was just talking about how some people are afraid of going to the doctors. And the main reason, there are few reasons, of course, that I thought about. I thought about just the unknown, going to the doctors, and fear to hearing something that they don't want to hear. And of course, there are a lot of people who are afraid of the needles, guys, the needles, yeah. So I want to tell you, well, I'm not afraid of needles. I was when I was younger, but not anymore. So I wanted to find out how are you guys when it comes. Hey, good morning, Connor. Is it Connor? Are you afraid of going to the doctors and getting drunk, like we say, getting your yeah, you're afraid? I just left the lab and I was thinking, dear, let's talk a little bit about your fear when you go to the doctors or you go to have your blood work done. How fearful it is. I'm not really afraid of the needles, but I just thought about there's so many people out there who are fearful of even going to the doctors because of the unknown, of course, and just getting stick with those needles, right? Have you ever had experiences, Connor? Is it Connor? Have you ever had experiences in the lab why you're afraid of um getting your blood drawn? It's a fearful thing, guys, because I have a friend who passed out in the lab. Yeah, passed out because of the needle. Said hi. Hi, is this um Camila? Camila, I think it is. Good morning. Good morning. Do you have any experience in the labs with needles? Are you afraid of needles? Or are you afraid of going to the doctors? But I want to tell you guys that I know that. Good morning. As you get on this live, go ahead, like it up, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber, and leave your comments down below. I think this is it's a very important topic sometimes, because for those who are afraid out there going to the doctors or even getting a needle stick, it is very, very important, guys, because sometimes you're sitting there, and because of your fear, fear can cripple you in so many different ways. You would not even know how it can cripple you. Crippling meaning that it prevents you to the point, it gets you so caught up in the fear of not doing what you're supposed to do. And that's exactly when I say cripple. It cripples the mind. It puts you in that panic. That panic mode that you're saying, "Oh, I don't want to see that needle. Nothing is wrong with me. I don't want to go to the doctors. I'm okay. I'm okay." But sometimes, guys, you may feel okay, but you're not okay. So as far as the fear is concerned, the fear of needles, the fear of going to the doctors, the fear of many things. As we talk about the doctors and getting sick, I just got sick this morning, guys, and guess what? As I said, look, I'm not really. I have the bandage on my hand, so I'm not showing anything graphic because I have the bandage over my hand. There's nothing there. It's just a stick. But I just want to say that for those who are fearful of going to the doctors, are fearful of getting sick, you should blood donation. No, no, no. It's just my checkup, guys. Um, I've done the blood once, and I'm telling you, that needle is so long. I don't think I felt after that, I felt I was gonna pass out. But it's good to donate blood. It's really good because you never know whose life you can save. But I'm just encouraging each and every one of you out there, even anyone on this live who is fearful of going to the doctors, getting your blood taken, to do it. Just rid of the fear, because sometimes there are things going on with you, and only your blood test can tell you what is going on. So it is important that we get rid of some of our, some of our fears, guys. I mean, you can get rid of your fear totally, but when it comes to your health, it's very, very important, because you may be there, you don't know what is happening, and because of that fear, your situation gets worse, and you could prevent that, So that is my encouragement this morning. How many of you did your exercise this morning? Guys, I had a good workout this morning. I was running. I got up from 5:30 and I went out. I did some running. And while I was running, that's when I realized I have my labs appointment. So I had to quit that. I had to just, oh my God, I have to get out of the mode of running and head over to do my labs. But I got it done, and I thought about the people. When I saw the needle, I was thinking about there's so many people out there who don't want to even see a little needle, not even a big one, a little one, or they don't want to go to the doctors. But it's important. This is important. Good morning again. Good morning to everyone. How are you doing? I hope that you get up this morning with a good thinking. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not seeing my comments going up. Sometimes I don't know why that happens, but let me readjust here. Uh, so I have my thing on the right setting, so I don't know why it is stuck unless there are no comments going up. But guys, we have to get in the mind frame of taking care of ourselves more. I know the world is stressful, things are stressful, and we're more focused on our lives, meaning paying the bills, having a roof over our heads, food to eat, and so forth, the basic needs of life. But health should come in the midst of that as well. And it's hard to say, guys, um, don't allow stress to get in the way because it's really, really hard. A lot of us are going through a lot out there. How do you get rid of stress? We can't, I don't know if we can get rid of stress. It would always be there. We just have to try to eliminate the stress. But despite the stress levels or whatever we're going through, guys, health should be a priority. And, just try our best to get rid of the fear of going to the doctors, of even thinking about the needles and so forth. I want to show you guys outside. Um, I am really, that's my camera thing is in the midst, guys. I am parked up in a little parking lot. I'm still where I came to do my blood test. And I just wanted to just relax a little bit. I said, let me come on live and talk a few minutes because, I want to try and get back in my routine of, or even try and do more lives, guys. I keep saying this very often, that I am going to try my best to start doing more lives. How are you guys doing this morning? I hope you're having a great morning. And kick off your morning with a prayer, guys, with a prayer. Um, the first thing that I do when I get up in the mornings is to pray. Or even if I don't pray while I'm in my house, once I get in my car or I'm walking or going to the gym, I say a prayer. It's very important, guys, because that gets, well, for me, it gets my day going, right? So that's it, guys. Just wanted to say hi, how you guys are doing. Wanted to chit chat a little. But for those out there who think that you have a lot of fear of something, try your best to get rid of your fear. I want to tell you a story, guys, that as we're talking about fear, and I started out with the needles and going to the doctors, fearful of that. I want to give you my story and how I overcame. Oh, that's a fly just came in, guys, through my window. I have my window down a little bit. Ooh, get out of here. So, so my story with my fear, I'm going to share my fear with you. Growing up as a kid, I'm always like very fearful, guys, of a lot of things. I'm fearful of frogs. Don't even mention frogs. But the main thing that I'm fearful of is the fear of pushing myself out there, the fear of speaking in public. So that I over the years you would never get me speaking in public because I always think that my daughter says, "Oh, mommy, you're not good at pronouncing certain words," and that's my culture. Many of us from Jamaica, we have different pronunciation, guys. We cut off some words, and growing up, um, because I knew, especially when I was a teenager in high school, I stuttered a lot then. So me being in the public, when I was in class, and my teacher would say, Nicola or Nikki, they would call me, whichever one. It's your turn to speak. I would get fearful because I stuttered then a lot. So I grew up with that fear in my mind. I'm not going to be speaking in public because I stutter and people are going to be laughing at me. So I got rid of that part of it. And then the fear of pushing myself out there, like doing things that I really want to do, the fear of me putting myself out there because I'm not really a public speaker, guys. I hate speaking. Now, as I got older, I learned how to do that because I realized that my fear of going out there in the public was preventing a lot of things. it made me become so complacent in one area because of that fear. So I overcame and I got rid of it. It bothered me for many years, guys, where the fear of doing this, the fear of doing that. And I finally start praying about the fear. Oh, I'm getting older now. I have to get rid of the fear of going out there. And by doing that, by praying about it and taking it step by step, um, overcoming my fear, I've gotten to a point now, guys, where I can speak in public. Um, I can do things now. See, I'm on social media. A lot of people, regarding my friends, my few friends, my family members, they were shocked when I told them, I have my little channel on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They say, "You, Nikki, you?" I said, "Yep," because they're not used to me being out there trying to pull myself. And it's because, guys, I am overcoming that fear. Yes, I still do have a little shyness going on. And I'm working on that too, guys, because sometimes when I look at my social media, good morning, how are you doing? When I do my live and stuff, you can see sometimes the nervousness is there, but I don't let that get into my being, so to speak. I just look at it as um using that to improve as I go along. And that's how you have to do it, guys. If you're fearful of something, I'm not seeing the comments. I don't know if because my signal is blocked and park underneath a tree, but I'm not seeing any more comments. So if I'm not responding to you, it's because I'm not seeing the comments, guys. But anyway, um, my encouragement to you, if you have fear of anything, you can overcome it. Just take it one day at a time. It will not happen overnight, but if you are determined to get rid of that fear, whatever your fear is, you take it one day at a time. I'm fearful of frogs still, guys. I still not going near a frog because I panic a lot when I see frogs. So that's my next challenge, is to face going to a frog. I don't know if it will happen, guys. But as far as things to enhance my life, um, that definitely I will work towards that fear, um, opposed to a frog, because a frog is not my priority right now, guys. It's pushing myself more and letting that fear get out of the way. So this is what I want to talk about, because I think it is an important topic for a lot of you guys out there, like myself, who want to do something with yourself and you're fearful. You're fearful of getting out of the house. You're fearful of speaking in public. You're fearful of working in a work setting because you may not think you will do what it requires to be in a work setting. You're fearful of going on the computer. Like I was like that. I wasn't very technical, savvy when it comes to the computer. I would go to my daughter a lot because I was fearful of making a mistakes, going to the wrong thing on the computer. And I would call my daughter, "Can you come and help me?" And one day I just say, "No, I have to get rid of this fear." So I had a lot of fear going on, guys, with different areas of my life. I can honestly say most of them I have come a long way. Speaking to you guys now on this live, it's a step for me. You would never get me come on a speak in public. I don't know who I'm talking to. I am just talking And that is how I know that the fear of speaking in public, I have excelled a lot comparing to back then, years back. You never get me talk, guys. Maybe I don't know age, if age has anything to do with it, because they say as you get more mature, you think differently. You overcome a lot of obstacles in your life. So maybe that's a part of it too. But um, fear can cripple you, guys. Fear can cripple you in many different ways. And if you are that person out there and you're watching this video or this live, it's not a video, but you're watching this live and you're saying, I have fear in doing this, you can overcome that fear. Just tell yourself that I am going to do this. And it's not going to happen, as I said, as you think tomorrow morning you're going to get up, or the next few hours you're going to get up and the fear is gone. No, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that quickly. It's something that you have to work on, and you got to keep working, and you're going to be failing in areas, guys, with your fear. You're going to fail and you're going to get frustrated, or I can't be bothered. Things are going to come in your mind where you're going to say, oh, I don't want to do this. It's not me. Don't let, and even if those thoughts come in your minds, tell yourself, I am going to challenge myself and I'm going to do this. Because that's what I do to overcome my fear. I wish I could see the comments here that I could relate a little bit more. One thing with social media that I learn as I go along, I'm on it now for 2 years, guys. And I've made little progress on. But one thing that I noticed, that the comments, and I've said it in my last live, having the comments and seeing people react in your chat, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference where you can interact with what your audience is typing. It makes it more fun. But whenever you don't see any comments, it's like you have to, for me, I have to fight for words or fight for to talk. I know I'm talking to people, I don't see them. Um, but I still, that's another thing, guys. You could scare away and be fearful that that's another fear, guys, that you're on social media, you don't see the comments, and you get fearful of getting off. Oh, I want to just get off because no one is seeing me, no one is responding, or you may not have an audience that you're talking to, because sometimes that's fear, that brings fear in you, but you can overcome it, because one day, as I tell myself, guys, I don't have an audience, but I come here and I talk because I know that someone